and welcome to the EEPROM 9. Today is a bit of a different one in that, well, I don't really have time and can't be asked to do game ones because of all the work I have to do, and I've got a maths exam tomorrow. So why not make a teardown which is relevant to the maths exam? So these will be the two calculators I'm using. I hope they'll let me use two anyway. So we've got this horrible teletext scientific calculator, made in China of course, no wonder it's so horrible to use, it's so cheap and plasticky. Blech. There's only one advanced function, scientific function I actually know how to use, and that's pi, and I think I've forgotten. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can get it to display. No. I think it's mode. No, that just causes a sin. No, I've just killed it. No. Shift. That's it. Shift. No. What the fuck just happened? There we go. Okay, so now I know how to use pi. And a pretty standard one that I found that was apparently one of the head teachers. Well, they shouldn't have left it in the classroom. And so that went in my bag. So we'll first start with the teletext one. And this is, of course, made in China, but it seems more better built, to be frankly honest, although the electronics is still pretty just as shit as all modern calculators. Not like vintage ones. So we'll start by removing the batteries, which is done by this little threaded screw. There's no they're all self-tapping screws, of course. You've got to keep price down to the ridiculous, haven't you? And surprisingly, there's only one battery. That's a surprise. I thought there would have been two, bearing in mind it's two, but come on, out you comes. Come on. Oh, you little bastard. Yeah, I've also been playing my Tipex tape, as you can tell. You know what, sod that. The battery won't come out, then we'll leave it in there, and all hell will break loose, won't it? So we start by removing these 6 screws. How fun watching me screw shit. And yes, do feel free to innuendo there. Although if anyone on the channel, being as it's mostly middle-aged men, wanted to watch me screw shit, I would be very worried. I have a perverted mind. But what male doesn't? Now the key is, when dismantling, try not to lose all the keys and what position they go into, because I don't think I'll be able to reassemble it in time, because, well, yeah, stupid bloody maths. I'll see if I can research ratios in the morning, but I've completely forgotten what the fuck they're about. There we go. And voila. Just as whack as expected. You have, what? 1 SMT resistor and 4 SMT capacitors, a crystal oscillator, and of course your black blob CPU. Or, as I've always called them, black blob chips. And sometimes you get white blob chips where they're just white blobs. They're the most boring chips on earth. But one thing I have noticed that is quite interesting is this. Some kind of interface, of which VDD and VPP aren't even connected, but the rest are. Could that be potentially a programming interface? For those of you who are interested, I will tell you the model number of this beast. And it is... yeah, just look at the picture on a video for what you're looking for. I don't see a model number on it. We have got precisely something, yeah, lots of time. Oh god. I'll reassemble that later. Now we go to the other cheapy Chinese calculator, because where else would calculators be made? Not like Casio. Casio isn't allowed in exams. Poor Casio. It's discrimination, if you ask me. Casio is so much superior to both these pieces of shit. I've got quite a good one at home from the 1990s and doesn't have a black blob chip in. It's like a smart, well, it's not really the smartest calculator, it's like a kiddie's colourful calculator that I still use from time to time. And I've got that 70s one which needs a new display. And I've also got one which you lot haven't seen yet, but is actually in my website. A little VFD desk calculator, which is absolutely bloody awesome. It also prints out stuff that was salvaged from a skip. I've since cleaned it up, of course, not very well. I could probably do it completely dismantling it and cleaning it. And this one's much the same. It doesn't have a little interface this time. You've got even less components before. You've got a nice solar panel up there, although these solar panels are pretty useless. Little LED which never glows. They never glow in these, so what's the point in them? A few SMT capacitors and a diode. Wow. And of course your classic black blob chip. Because they don't want to put a decent chip in these, no, they have to put a bloody crappy black blob one in. And that's inside both the calculators I shall be using for the exam tomorrow. Never heard of a rule on the number of calculators you're allowed? We shall see. Get these screws back in and continue screwing my calculators and all that shit. Yes, you'd probably be wise to hit the back button around about now before you die of sheer and utter boredom, and then the world implodes because it's the next thing I could think of to say. And my computer fan is rather noisy because it's compiling a video to be uploaded either tonight or tomorrow morning, depending if I'm asleep by the time it compiles. Most people will see it tomorrow evening anyway, after the exam has commenced. And you can see me doing my work. Well, not at the period of recording video, but you can see my setup. And that is that. So yeah, you get to watch me screw together calculators. How utterly, this must be so exciting. Watch me screw together calculators. I'll probably speed this up actually. Yeah, you can listen to my rambling in high pitch mode, or you can have it in normal mode, which is just really fast. Depends whatever I feel like doing, you see, because the editor allows it to speed up the thing without affecting the pitch of the voice, which is quite interesting. You know, I could make it go really deep, that'd be quite fun. There it goes. Get that back in. So that's got a little interface. Maybe I say maybe I'll do something with it, but I'm so crap at programming that I probably actually won't ever do anything with it with my life. In fact, this seems to use the exact same type of battery as used it in computer BIOS. Still need to obtain a graphics card. If anyone's got any ideas of where to get graphics cards from, do tell. Other than, well, there's eBay and there's just general being nosy around skips. That's always served me well so far. There you go. It turns on. This one doesn't have an off button for some weird reason. And this one turns on. And off. How exciting. Now, I'm sure you lot can think of a million better things to do right now. Because now, I have got to get bored. Oh yeah, it's quite funny the amount of areas they leave unlocked at night in the university that they really shouldn't. Probably through just forgetfulness. Yeah, I went exploring, tried a few entrances, see what happened, and voila. I got into 2 areas you probably shouldn't do at that hour. The canteen and the engineering bit. And then had a nose around, of course. What better is there to do? Thanks for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed. Because I'm tired and fed up of fucking maths. Note to self. Empty the bin. Pom Bears make an excellent, nutritious breakfast. Thanks for watching.